Hey guys, Norman here with Visual Regime, and today we have an unboxing video for the 5D Mark IV. So my current setup right now is the 5D Mark II still. I got this camera in 2011. I skipped the Mark III because generally for me, I'm not the type to kind of buy every generation of the camera. So I waited for the 5D Mark IV, which like no one knew when it was gonna ever arrive. So they released the 5D Mark IV late last year. At first I kind of hesitated. So generally I like to make sure that I get a return on investment in all my purchases before I buy like a new item or like the next generation of a camera. This one now, it's 2017. This camera is now, what, 6 years old? It's about time. And I finally decided to make the splurge and buy this 5D Mark IV. So for this camera I did a lot of research just to make sure that it was the right camera for me. Last year I bought the Sony A7S II. In my head I was like, okay, this is strictly for video. I don't really trust it for photography, so I needed something more rugged, and I wasn't sure Sony A7R II would have been right for me. So I actually tried Mark's A7R Mark I, right? And I just didn't feel like I could jump on board with the Sony cameras for photography. So doing more research on this 5D Mark IV, I knew because it was with Canon and my experience with the Mark II that I could trust this camera a lot more for professional uses. So for weddings, you have to be able to trust the camera in order for it to write fast enough onto your card and also for you to review the photos on the camera on the date. So that's why I kind of gravitated towards Canon again for this camera and for photography related purposes. So for me, my current setup will be A7S II for video, and then I'll have this 5D Mark IV for photography. So let's get into the unboxing. Alright, so I have the 5D Mark II here for comparison. So here we have the manuals, limited warranty papers, and then we have the CDs. Honestly, I don't think people use CDs anymore. You can just download all of them online. We got, what is this? For the jacks on the side of the camera. And here we have a bubble wrapped 5D Mark IV. Wow. Nice. Actually, it feels... I actually feel like the grip is a little bigger than my Mark II. Yeah, it's definitely a little more thicker, but screen is a lot bigger too, so let's just show you guys here. Yeah, side-by-side comparison. The Mark IV is actually a little lighter than the Mark III. So another reason why I decided to go with Canon, and it's because I feel like the heftiness of it adds to that kind of durability of things, and like I think it definitely has like a factor in terms of like trust, knowing that it's gonna perform for you. And of course, so the Mark IV, they have this new button here. It feels different than I would have expected, but it actually feels pretty good. Yeah, let's see what else we have in the box. Let's open this. Okay. So we got the, what's this thing called again?
Eye cup.
The eye cup. Yeah, so we got the eye cup here. Put this on. Oh, that's actually a lot smoother than I thought it would go on. But yeah, the eye cup actually is bigger than the Mark II. Just for you to compare. Here we got the charger. Yeah, so the great thing, like a really great thing about this is that I can use all the batteries I had in my Mark II and reuse them for the Mark IV. We got the camera strap. I don't really use the Canon camera straps. I don't personally don't really like to be that branded with my things. so probably won't end up using it. Here we got the battery. And I think that's about it. I don't see any other things in the box. Overall impressions, the body itself feels very different compared to the Mark II. You can see I don't know if you can see, but I already got some like scratches on it just from the fingernails, but those will go away if you just like give it a rub. Last year I got the A7S Mark II, and with upgrading to 4K, you realize you gotta make sure your computer can handle the 4K editing. I think it's a similar situation here, where if you go from the Mark II to a Mark IV, you might have to consider upgrading your computer a little bit, just because it's gonna require more processing power for you to edit the photos now. Another thing with this camera is that it has touchscreen functionality now. The Mark III didn't have that. So overall, I think it's a good upgrade for me, coming from the Mark II to Mark IV. Okay, so hopefully I didn't ramble too much and that you guys enjoyed this unboxing video. So please like and subscribe and leave a comment below in terms of what you want to see more from us on this channel. Until next time.